Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Your boy's back and I done did it again one more time. This time around, we're going to be talking about what to do next after you have gotten hired as an email developer, right? Now, shout out to John DeLorenzo, one of our students here from CodingPhase.com that recently got hired at a company as an email developer who actually inspired me to create this video, okay? For those of you guys that want to check him out, we just recently added him to the Hall of Fame. You can come here to CodingPhase.com, read his story, and check, the things that he's done, and even check out his portfolio. I think it's one of the best portfolios I've seen for email developers. Straight to the point, very targeted, as far as the portfolio, and a lot of us can learn a lot from this portfolio. So definitely go check it out. But yeah, he motivated me to create this video, right? Inspired me to get into this video, and it's because what does he do now, right? He got a job, he's working, right? And he's doing pretty good, and he's in a very blessed position where not only is he working as an email developer, but he's also working with Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Okay. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, Salesforce is huge, right? Salesforce is one of those CRMs, those platforms that pretty much all the big companies work with. Okay, it's a major company. I think even Salesforce, if I'm not mistaken, Salesforce owns Heroku now. If I'm not mistaken, right? Let me just make sure. Okay. Yeah, they own it now. Okay. So that's why people's pissed off right now. They're like, man, Heroku's no longer free. Salesforce is about their bag. They're not playing no games, okay? Salesforce is about their bag, and that's how they make money, okay? So shout out to them, right? But again, going back to somebody like John, he's in a position right now where now he needs to start planning this out. Now I'm working, but what else do I do from here on, right? He could easily continue working in the world of email development, right? Email development is not going nowhere, okay? And especially now that he has this new knowledge of Salesforce Marketing Cloud and he's going to have this experience on his resume, he could easily focus on just getting his certification for Salesforce, right? And work within the company, and then from there continue making more money, because I'm pretty sure after that the company will give him a raise. Okay, so that's one thing that he can definitely do. Now, another thing that he could do, let's say a year from now, 2 years from now, whenever he decides, right, or someone like him decides, right, let's not focus just on John, but on anybody, right? You come in, you become a developer, right? Let's say an email developer, they're paying you anywhere from $65,000 to $85,000, right? Go in, continue applying to other roles, continue to see what type of salaries people are putting out there. But you can also stay in that company and see how they're gonna go in and take care of you, because now you have skills that they trained you on, and they will give you more money once you have that skill, right? And that could easily take you to $90,000, $100,000 just within that same company in 1 year. Okay. Now we can go in and look at this example of some of the roles that are out here for email developers, right? And this is funny, years ago, people would be like, man, there's no way somebody's gonna pay $100,000 for HTML emails, right? This is cap. This is all BS. This and that. No, it's not. I told you guys, this is where the industry is going, and this is now the new standard. Companies are paying a lot of money for people that actually can go in and deliver responsive emails that work in any platform and understand the process of email marketing, okay? Again, we have some courses on CodingPhase.com on teaching you guys how to do all of this. You can literally come in and check out the career paths and follow the curriculum that we have there. You can learn it from us, or you can follow the curriculum that we have. It's up to you, okay? As you can see, we do get results. But going back to this, right? Email coder, developer, telecom, commute, right? So it's remotely, right? 66,000 to 120,000, right? Let's say 118,000, right? And this is a company that's looking for somebody that has knowledge on Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So let's say initially as an email developer, maybe you might not get the highest pay if you don't have knowledge of Salesforce Marketing Cloud, because they're gonna have to train you, right? So they might go in and give you a 75 or 85, but because you have this now, recruiters are hitting you up. The company that hire you can easily come in and say, okay, this guy's pretty good now. Maybe he already have his certification for Salesforce. Let's go in and give him that $100,000, $120,000 for that position. Okay. So again, there's a lot of room for growth within this. Now, once we go in and we say, okay, what else can I do? Okay, you can easily go in and say, let me go for the big boys, right? Let me go for the big companies. You'll be surprised how many companies are out here that are hiring, developers just to do emails, right? Look at this one. Like, this is UX developer, email UX. This is like a nice bougie way of saying HTML email developer, okay? And what I like about Indeed is that they're actually giving you some realistic salary ranges, right? So to say it's $109,000 to $159,000, right? But then from there, they come over here and they give you the salary range transparency, where they're like, okay, for a blanket all over the U.S., it's like $109,000 to $159,000. But if you live in certain areas, which they know is more expensive, for example, Austin is $109,000 to $159,000, right? New York City is $134,000 to $194,000. San Francisco Bay Area is $140,000 to $204,000, right? Seattle $132,000 to $192,000 per year. Again, remember, years ago, people used to be bashing this channel and be like, man, there's no way you can make this type of money with, HTML emails. There's no way. It's bullshit, right? They don't know nothing, right? I focus on this thing because this thing gets you results as a junior developer, but then there's also a lot of room for growth so you can make top dollar. Okay. So again, somebody like John DeLorenzo and anybody that comes to CodingPhase, right? If they make the right moves, they can get to this numbers right here. Like we just had another of our students, shout out to Devin. I think he's doing right now 2 jobs, right? Job stacking. Dude came in, was making like $46,000, $47,000. Came in, became an email developer, got like 70-something thousand. That same company came in and offered him $90,000. Another company came in and say, hey, you have skills for this, and that. Okay, guess what? We're gonna give you $120,000. Now $110,000 actually. The company comes in, gives them that, and then from there, the previous company's like, yo, we want to have you. So now he's job stacking, double jobs. Now he's making $200K, and especially because email development is not that difficult at all. Okay, it's actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Okay, so again, you could get to those numbers, right? It's not that hard, right? So again, this is actually pretty cool, but you gotta play chess, not checkers. You can't just come in and say, what do I do now? I'm just gonna stay here at this company, and they gave me $65,000, and that's it. And maybe they'll give me $5,000 more next year. Nah, you gotta make moves. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta start applying for different roles, right? As you get more experience, especially in certain things like Salesforce, which is again a huge ecosystem. Use that to your advantage. Put that on your LinkedIn. Put that on your portfolio. Guess what? Recruiters will find you and they will give you a big pay. Again, recruiters want to get you in because they make money. You know what I'm saying? As a recruiter, you could easily make anywhere from $2,000 to $20,000 when you get a candidate placed in one of this type of company. So again, they want you to get that job. Trust me. All right. But you got to have the skills, and you got to make sure, let people know, hey, I got the skills and this is what I do. Okay. And I have experience. So again, after a year, you could do all of this. But in the bigger picture, let's say, for example, you say, okay, cool, I'm going to become an email developer. What do you do after that? Okay, you hit the top numbers, $159,000, $180,000 as an email developer, etc. What do you do after that, right? This is where I will say you have to do the jump to full stack development. Okay. So by the time you get to that point, right, that you're already making this type of money, you already have experience. You have 2-3 years of experience as an email developer, right? You can easily go in and jump into full stack development. And that's where the real money is at. Okay. So all that time that you was working as an email developer, you don't just stop learning, right? This is why in CodingPhase.com, we come in and we have a subscription model. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to go in and just give you guys, nickel dime you until you're dead. It's like, nah, it's like we give you the whole career path and show you exactly, hey, you start here as a content editor or email developer, but from there you want to continue learning more about the front end, more about the back end, learn how to be a full stack developer, and then from there you want to specialize in one of the things like React development, Shopify theme development, Shopify app development, right, etc. You decide to go wherever you want to go. But we give you access to all of this for a reason, right? It's not just like, hey, I learned email development. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys later. Joe, I'll see you. Nah, you know who do that? The people that don't have vision. You have to continue learning. Believe it or not, this industry is all about education, right? How much knowledge you have, how much experience you have, and what type of skills you actually have that are in demand. Because it's not just like I'm going to learn everything. You got to play chess. You want to learn the things that's going to get you to making the most money and having you in a position where you can basically monetize your skills on your own, right? And that's why we focus on CodingPhase so much on these things, because that's the way to really, get paid out here, okay? So once you become an email developer, yes, you learn more about email development within the job, but when you come home, that whole time you need to continue going in and continue to learn an hour, 2 hours a day. But now focusing on learning more about the front end, learning more about JavaScript, learning more about maybe PHP for the back end, maybe learning more about Python in the back end, right? Maybe focusing on JavaScript, Node.js. Now that you are in a position, you can go in and learn more about the back end, okay? So you can become a full stack developer. Once you become a full stack developer, this is where you're going to start getting the big numbers, okay? You're going to start seeing jobs that maybe you was getting, as an email developer, $140,000, but now because you know about full stack development, now you can start getting roles that are $200,000 plus, okay? And this is just like the base salaries. A lot of these companies, they come in and they give you bonuses, a $50,000 bonus, right? Or maybe you get a $30,000 in stocks every year, etc. So again, you're talking about $200,000-$300,000 worth of a package, okay? So this is where you want to go, okay? So by the time you already learn about full stack development, right, and you're comfortable, you already have about 3 years as an email developer, right? 2 years, 3 years as an email developer with knowledge of working with a team, working with a major company. Now you have on your resume like some real companies that you can say, okay, I worked for this company, I work for Apple, I work for Indeed, I work for Best Buy, whatever it is, like household names, which looks good on your resume. Now you go in and also to prepare yourself for the algorithm questions, right? Because any company that is going to hire you as a full stack developer, they're going to hit you with the algorithm book. Okay. And this is where I tell people this could take you anywhere from 6 months to a year to get really comfortable to be able to pass like those type of interviews to make the most money. Because yes, you could code, yes, you could know how to build applications, but if you cannot pass the interview process for some of these companies, you're not going nowhere. Okay, so always keep that in mind. And that's the good thing about email development, because let's say, for example, you don't want to get $300,000, $400,000. You're like, it's not worth it, right? You could easily stay as an email developer and continue going up the ladder from there, where you don't have to focus on algorithms and building like full stack applications, and you could make some really good money, $159,000, $180,000. You'll be fine with that. But if you really want to go in and maximize your skills and monetize the shit out of them, you're gonna have to end up being a full stack developer, right? It's either that or becoming a marketing specialist, right? Like a real marketing specialist or marketing coordinator, where you're basically have done email development, right? And then now you understand the whole way of doing email marketing and running ads and creating funnels, etc. And then now you're the guy that is spearheading that whole process for a company. Yeah, you can make a lot of money with that. Okay, if you look into email or marketing coordinator, some of those guys make $400 and $500,000 a year or more. But again, you have to be into marketing, right? Some of you guys might like that. Some of you guys might just want to become a developer, and that's it, and just want to code. Y'all don't want to go in and learn so much other stuff. So again, in that sense, you have the choice of saying, okay, I want to just stick to just coding, right? Just do email development and focus on that. And from there, continue to learn more about full stack development. And then from there, go to the process of learning how to pass the algorithm questions for you to get those big time roles that's out there. Again, but what I'm saying with this is, like, literally, you have to come in and you have to play chess. This is a long play. Believe it or not, time flies like this. Okay, just the other day, I basically created this channel. Guess what? This channel is about to be 6 years old. Yeah, we've been here for 6 years, guys. We dropped the first video in 2016, like November, December, around there, right? We took this channel seriously in January of 2017. We in 2022, about to go to 2023. It's damn near 6 years, guys. Okay, so look how time flew by. So imagine if you would have came in and followed everything that I told you guys. By now, you would have been a super senior. Right now, you would have been full stack developer, right? Right now, you would have been preparing for going for the big roles, working at Netflix, working at Google, etc. Right? If that's the route that you want to go to, right? But, you know, as you can see, time flies. So all you have to do is, with your time, is basically go in and say, okay, cool. Let me create this plan for myself, and this is how I'm gonna go in and learn certain skills that's gonna help me for my career. Learning things just randomly, whatever just pops up on YouTube, whatever pops up on Twitter or blog posts, that shit is a waste of time, right? You need to focus on your career and say, how can I go in and monetize and actually use the time that I have available that's extra? Because you cannot just go in and sacrifice your life just to coding all day and 24/7. You have to go in and say, okay, I do this full time, and I'm going to take an hour or two every day, or maybe on the weekends, whenever it is that you decide to learn how to code, right? But you're doing this with a purpose to help your career, and then from there you could branch off, right? Another thing too that I did not mention is the fact that once you become a full stack developer, you can literally become your own boss. That's when you achieve that. Okay, you could build your own company. Once you're able to do everything from the front end to the back end, you can start building applications. You can start building software as a service. So if your goal is to never have to work for anybody, you can definitely do that within 2 to 3 years. But again, try to get the most money that you can from companies. So now those companies are funding you for you to have the capital to build your company, right? When people look at me and they say how this guy was able to create CodingPhase.com, how this guy was able to create over 90 courses and do all this stuff, guys, I came into the game with $300,000, right? By myself, $300K, to be able to maintain myself those 3 years when I was building this business and getting it to the point that it is now. Okay, just like anything in life, you're gonna have to invest. And just like anything in life, you're gonna need some capital. So guess what? Use this career as a way to build capital, so then from there you could go in and jump into whatever else you want to jump into. It could be real estate, drop shipping. It could be building, you know, your own restaurant. You could create your own digital products, whatever it is that you want to do. But come in, use your brain, and plan this thing out properly. All right, guys. Listen, by the way, I want to let you guys know that we are having a 30% off right now on CodingPhase.com. You can literally click on the description of this video, and it will apply the 30% off to your basically to your order. Okay, don't get scared. I see some people that email me, they're like, Joe, I don't see the 30% off reflecting on the product. Guys, it's very simple. You can come to CodingPhase.com. Once you click on the link on the description, or you click right here when you go to CodingPhase.com, that will automatically apply the coupon code for your product. So for example, if you come in and you say, hey, I want to sign up for the diamond membership, you click over here, view product, right? You see right here, click on the diamond subscription. Now it populates, it tells you, hey, it's $375 for 6 months. Guess what? Click add to cart. And when you go into checkout, okay, you can actually see over here that yes, you are getting a discount, right? You're already getting the discount on this area. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Click over here on the cart in case you add the diamond membership twice, just like I did. Click on checkout, okay? And automatically you will see Labor Day 2022 or 22. It's already applied to it. So all you're paying is $262 for 6 months. Okay, this is great for those of you guys that are upgrading, right? And also too for those that are new members to CodingPhase.com. Take advantage of the diamond membership. And again, also too for those of you guys that want to say, you know what, I want to save even more. I want to become basically a diamond member, you know, on a yearly 6 months, right? Basically 12 months. You can easily click here, yearly subscription. You save even more money, right? So again, it's a yearly subscription. Remove this, boom, click checkout, and you can see that now you have basically Labor Day 22. Also too, you're basically would have had $600 for every year. Now you're only doing $420 for the whole year. So again, it really adds up, those discounts. So take advantage of that. But again, I'm super excited for what we're doing here on CodingPhase.com. We're seeing a lot of results. We're gonna be adding way more people to the Hall of Fame. I've been super busy, but now I'm adding everybody up. So by the time you get to the website, you're going to see more people in the Hall of Fame that have been getting jobs and getting opportunities. So again, shout out to those that do come here and do the work. Okay. This is like a gym. If you come into the gym and you subscribe to the gym and never show up to the gym, you're not going to lose no fat. Okay. You're not going to get no results. But if you come in and you work out every single day, you're going to see you're going to be shredded by the end of the 6 months, right? But yeah, guys, anyways, man, it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Take advantage of this, guys. Play chess, not checkers, okay? So step your game up, all right? I'll see you guys later. Peace.